start with this, so I'm just gonna start recording and I'm gonna see what happens. Today we're supposed to make power-ups. So we have our little list here of things. You may have noticed some things changed. Today we're supposed to make these. We're supposed to make weapons today. Right now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna try and make gauntlets. I have an idea already, and this is what we're doing so far. Giant hands, right? Because giant hands sound cool. The idea is to have like giant floating fists. Basically, big hand. That's all I can really think of. I did not come up with this idea. One of my friends did. If this comes out poorly, you can blame them. We're going to speed this process up. I just realized I did this in the wrong fashion that I was thinking of. Yeah, I'm losing my train of thought. Don't mind my stupidity if that happens to be a reoccurring thing. I don't hate that. I don't know. I guess it works. I want this little orb to be visible inside of the hand, because I think that would be kind of cool interpretation to show that it's your hands. Base node. Put that in the back. Boom. We now have outline. It's kind of cartoony looking. I like it. Sadly though, that is not what we're going for. We want outline of sorts. I don't know if this looks cool or not, and I don't know how it's going to look in the engine. There we go. Perfect. I guess. If I did this. See, this is the idea I kind of want to happen. I want like holographic hands around the orb, because that's what's inside the player's hands. And I think that would be really cool. We've already got one frame down, so let's do something. Probably a lot more I could do here. I just don't really want to do it. I think this is good enough, so we're gonna go ahead and save this. Gauntlets. Boom. We're going to separate the images. Entities. I usually put them in projectiles. We'll just say gauntlets. Boom. Create folder. Okay, that's good. We now have to go to that folder. Gauntlets. Then we do this. And now we have it in the correct orientation. Our work is done. Okay. Do this. Alright, here we go. Now we are in the kitchen, as we say right now. Welcome to the code portion of the video. This is mostly hard to break down because I can't just describe all of NEBULI in one video, since there's a lot of things that are already here. The reason I'm doing a voiceover here is because this segment of the video really isn't anything interesting. It's me repeating a few blocks, renaming a few pieces, and exchanging certain properties to make new ones, to quickly create the weapon. The system is basic, so here's the rundown of how abilities work in NEBULI. 1. The player collects the power, which adds itself to an array. 2. Everything is decided on the index of the arrays, which in return gives you the option to switch weapons. This is done immediately as soon as the game starts, and as soon as you collect a power-up containing a new ability. For example, your base ranged and melee weapons you start with have an index number of 0. This number is kept inside an array which tells the game which weapon you are currently using. Adding this to an array means you add a new slot for a completely new set of abilities. So if you were to pick up, say, another ranged power-up, the array index will add a new index number in order from the first one. In this example, it would be number 1. The next power-up will add number 2, the next number 3, and so on, which can continue to be added to infinitely. This system creates a very large open door to add however many powers or abilities I want, as long as it's not overscoping a selection process. Example being an inventory that's exceeding its normal storage capabilities. Because of this system, it is very easy to scale up, which is how I push out abilities really fast. I remember someone asking about that before. And that said, here is the rest of this process in a time lapse, so just enjoy the music, I guess, in the background. Just off of that alone. Let's go. Alright, now we need to make sound effects. How do sound effects? How do we do that? Well, I'm about to show you. We're gonna cook right now. Alright, LMMS, my beloved music making machine. Alright, so I guess first things up. I'm envisioning the sound in my head. I want to make like a tink sound. Let me think about all the sounds I have. Because I know we got some cool noise sounds that we could potentially use. First, I guess let's pull up the VST. Vital. Vital is just hot. I apologize for all of your ears. I will now lower the volume. Hopefully that don't kill your ears. Now, how would I make a bell noise? I guess technically this, right? That was pretty quick, but it's not entertaining enough. So that's some unison. Yeah, that's cool. Just for the sake of it. My brain can't help it, I need my wibble wobble. It kinda has some variation when it plays. But not enough, I think, to warrant another sound. Export. Okay. Because the last thing we need to do is a collision detection and actually give it damage to do. Now we can do a damage collision of sorts. I kind of want to do a new animation for it, but at the same time I don't. I kind of want to do like a cool shockwave animation, but I think I'm gonna refrain from it. I don't know. You know, that is the most bare bones, I think. So we can take this. Fist. So I just realized I did this to the wrong thing. I don't know how many of you were paying attention to that. Some of you probably saw that and are screaming at me right now. I'm so sorry. God. Oh my. I'm fine. I am perfectly fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I am okay. Fist. We have knockback. We have the ellipse. I think all is well. I think we are done. In which case, that is the time frame. I'll check a recording and put it up here, how much time that took to make. But that should be the power-up Done. Okay, melee size up. I want to see what this is with that power up. Because it should scale automatically because it's in the melee VFX, that one group.